Welcome to Dodger Fan Weekly, Playoff Edition. I'm Adele.
And I'm Adele.
And we love the Dodgers.
We won the National League Championship.
No.
National League Division Series.
That's right. And we got to win it at home. That was so
really,
much fun.
Really fun. We were sitting next to Uribe's family, actually.
Right.
And my gosh, did he pull through that night or what?
He was very, very, very instrumental in the wins. And apparently he's got a big history of big home runs at big times in big playoff games, not just for the Dodgers, but we're happy he's here doing it. And he's a happy guy.
He is a happy guy.
I can't...
He's made us very happy.
Right.
So now we know where we're going, though.
We're going to St. Louis. Did you know that during the regular season, most of you I'm sure know, the Dodgers and St. Louis played 7 games?
Oh, and now we have 7 games ahead of us.
Coming up.
How
and the
exciting.
Dodgers have a 1-game edge.
Oh,
we won 4 games, they won 3. And we just thought it would be interesting to see how we matched up.
Okay.
And so we got some stats, and you can look at them here. But, of course, the wins, Dodgers 4, St. Louis 3.
That's good.
Runs scored. We've got the edge. We
do
scored
have the
30
edge.
runs. They scored 27.
27, yeah.
Batting average, big difference. Hitting 280 versus 237. On base percentage.
Oh,
and
359
right.
to 301, yeah.
And the slugging percentage is also in our favor in a big way.
Yeah. ERA is better.
Right. And
runs,
more
not so much.
strikeouts. Yeah. Home run, not- but pitching. We're confident with our pitching. So if we stack up the same way, we're pretty confident, aren't we?
Yeah.
Those are simple stats.
It's a very, very tight matchup.
It'll be an exciting series. Dodger trivia time.
Oh, good.
It's been a long time since we've done some trivia.
It has been a long time.
So appropriate. Did you know that in 1946, the Dodgers and the St. Louis Cardinals played the very first playoff game in Major League history?
In
Major League
1946?
Baseball history, 1946.
Wow, I didn't know that.
The 2 teams were tied in
The
National League, right?
And that was the first time that had happened?
The first time, and they had
Wow.
a 3-game playoff, which the Cardinals won.
Ugh, drat.
I know.
Drat. But
Very
that's okay.
exciting. But that was the first time.
But it was Cardinals and the Boston Red Sox
For what?
for the World Series
Oh,
that
for the
year.
World Series. That's right.
We don't want that again.
We don't.
Heck no.
The Cardinals, they beat the Dodgers in that playoff game, but that was their 4th pennant in a row.
Okay.
So they had already won the pennant.
So it was the
times.
first playoff game, but they'd won a pennant.
Right.
Okay, that confused me.
Mm-hmm.
So if you're confused out there, I looked up what that all means. What is a pennant race? Because playoffs and pennants are now interjoined.
Right.
But really, the final round before the World Series is the pennant race.
Mm-hmm.
A pennant itself, it harkens back to the 17th century. I looked it up.
Okay.
And it was a flag that went on the end of a mast of a ship, a commissioned ship. So it was the first thing that represented whoever was fighting
Oh.
and the winners. And so the
Ah.
top was the pennant. And so that's why they called it a pennant race.
I see. The
And
pinnacle.
it used to be just one set of baseball would play, and the winner won the pennant.
Mm-hmm.
And then it was split into National and American League. And so there was a National League pennant winner and an American League pennant winner. And then it got all divided
And they
all
would
this stuff.
play
and
each
so-
other
Right.
in a World Series. But there weren't playoffs within the leagues.
Right.
Ah.
And do you know the first World Series as we know it was played in 1903? It was Pittsburgh Pirates, Boston Red Sox, 8-game World Series.
8. Wow.
Then there was no World Series in 1904 because the American League owners and National League owners, it sounded like a civil war to them, so they didn't want to play.
Oh.
But it was so popular they brought it back. And so I got some really crazy stats for you. I got this from the Baseball Almanac. And so I'm just going to shoot off some numbers and then you can look up and see who achieved all of this. The American League has won 62 World Series. This is up to the year 2012. The National League has won 46.
Wow.
There's been 1 perfect game. There's been 112 shutouts. And there has been 11 teams that have come from 2 games behind to rally back and win the World Series.
So in all those games, only 11 times
11
has someone
times.
come back. Wow. From 2-game deficit.
Yeah. Next week. Pretty easy. We're going to St. Louis.
We're going
we have
to St.
2 games in St. Louis, 3 here, and hopefully
Yeah,
not going back to St.
The
Louis.
7-game series is 2 in St. Louis, 3 in Los Angeles, and if we have to, go back to St. Louis for 2 more games. And that's how they break it up.
And we're starting with Starman
Greinke, that's right.
and
Starman
Kershaw.
And Kershaw.
in the away game.
They're playing 2 day games. Saturdays during the day in St. Louis, and Wednesday in Los Angeles during the day, afternoon, 1 o'clock. So that's it.
That's next week.
Playoffs.
She's Adele.
She's Annadelle.
This is Dodger Fan Weekly.
Don't forget to tweet.
See you next week.